welcome back. We are replacing the carburetor on this Toro Timemaster today. And the reason why we're replacing that carburetor is because somehow on this one they broke that piece off right there. Not sure how they did it. And plus I had found that when I was wondering why it wouldn't idle or anything, and the spring that goes from here to here had actually rusted in two. So I got a package of springs too. So we're gonna go ahead and get this changed out. And I had to remove the clamp here. And so we can pull the hose off, the fuel line off. I'm not sure how much fuel's in this one. It looks like quite a bit, so let me. All right, so what I do is I take either a 1/4 inch bolt or a 5/16 bolt, whatever size the fuel line is, and I'll get a bolt that has the shank on it, and I'll cut it off right at the threads. And I'll take the grinder and I'll bevel that edge along here a little bit. And that's what I use for my fuel line plugs. Just take that jigger and just stick it in there, and there you go. Nothing fancy. Didn't have to buy nothing. Something I already had. All right, so I've already took one bolt out on this side. We'll go ahead and take this one out. And it, what I'm using is a Torx bit, T25. So these bolts are probably 3/8 or 10 millimeter, and they have Torx. I just chose to use the Torx. Alright. So this piece here that's broke off and dangling off to the side is part of the choke assembly. And this thicker wire piece here is the goes back to the governor. So as you can see, it just broke that ear off. And that ear is left back behind. So other than that, as far as I know, there's nothing wrong with the carburetor. This is that little thing there. All right, let's see if I can find my new O-ring. I guess the fuel has started to cause this silicone O-ring to swell, so it doesn't want to stay in the groove. This rod here goes back over to the muffler, and connected to that muffler is the thermostat. So the chokes on these work off of a thermostat. I'll see if I can get you in there to see that. That little piece right back there, that is your thermostat. So it applies choke, and as the motor warms up, it opens that choke up. And it works pretty nice. One or two of these I have had to replace the choke on, and but they seem to last a long time. Alrighty here. There's the new carburetor. There's the old carburetor, and they look identical. Some slight minor differences, nothing major. I don't have the exact O-ring that I need, but I should be able to find something out of these two kits here that'll work. Well, I need you to get back in place. There you go again. Guess you don't like to be on your side. Come on. All right, feels like the O-ring has seated. Oh, maybe not. That's going to be a pain, ain't it? Alright, so that's going to be a hair big. We will find the right size and a maybe. I might have to pulse you guys. There we go again. Can't do nothing without hitting that stupid thing because it doesn't have its own set of screws to hold it in place so it doesn't move. I believe that's it. Sometimes people wonder why something costs so much sometimes to fix. Well, this is the reason why. Manufacturer sometimes wants to take the easy way and really don't take in consideration on how it affects the mechanic. They do the same thing with cars too. I can remember a time where you could pop the hood on your vehicle, sit on the inner fender well, and work on your vehicle. You can't do that no more. They jam pack everything in there and shoehorn it in, and there isn't enough room to sometimes set a screwdriver down. All right, so that O-ring worked. Might take a couple tries, but you'll find the right one. That's hooked up fine. That appears to be hooked up good. And I just need to find the right spring for this. So that little spring that goes from here to here is your governor spring. That's kind of what it looks like right there. Basically got a loop on one end, on one side of it, and a hook on the other. It's a Briggs & Stratton part number. See if I can get this thing to focus for you. Good Lord. There's that. So the loop end, you want that to go here. And this is your metal tang, and you bend that tang either in or out to make the adjustments you need to get the governor to where it needs to be. And this little bracket here is actually bent in from being bounced around. So I'm going to bend this out a bit. And I will probably have to maybe adjust the governor, maybe. We'll see. We'll play it by ear, see what happens. and then your little hook end, you want to go back to the carburetor. Well, right there somewhere. There it is. I got her. Boy, it's got a lot of stretch to it. All right. I got a feeling that's going to scream. Yeah. That's all you do. You bend that tang, that way for, I think to slow the governor down, and then pull it back to speed it up. We'll hook our fuel line back up. Come on. This is why I hate the Briggs & Stratton. The Briggs & Stratton hose clamps. Alright. And we're going to start this up without this cover being here. And just to see how it runs. I'll probably take it up on the black top so we're not stirring up a bunch of debris. And just make sure everything seems to wants to work right. Engage the blades and put a load on them. Alrighty then, I think that carburetor will be just fine for it. Doesn't do anything much different than any of the other ones. Yeah, I think it'll be okay. There's a kind of a noise which probably comes from maybe the blade brake system right in that area. I might have to take that top cover off and take a look at it, see what's going on there. But other than that, it seems to be running fine. Well, that's how you replace a carburetor on a Toro Timemaster. And hope you enjoyed the content. And give me a thumbs up, subscribe, send me some comments, let me know what you think. Be kind, and help people when you can.